Hey you guys, okay, so today I have so many new amazing Chanel things to share with you guys. I have this tool that I'm gonna demonstrate. We're gonna do like a little facial during this video as well. I'm gonna try out some of the products. I haven't used everything yet, that's why I'm very like fresh and glowy right now, which is all because of the new foundation that I have been wearing since 8 a.m. this morning. It is now 4 p.m. and I could not even bring myself to remove it to do the video. Anyways, I could not remove it to demo it for the video because I just thought it looked so good, and I'm gonna talk about that, and I am gonna demo it a little bit. You guys, this is so cool. I had this facial maybe about a year ago. I'm so weird about facials. I've told you guys, for the most part, I just think sometimes they're just like, ooh, let me just, and a lot of times they don't really do much for me. But this was such a good facial. I had this one time and there was this tool that they used, which was a tool just like this. This one's much nicer though, and I'm gonna tell you why. But you know, just to extract your pores, and my skin never looked better than when I left that facial. They did not make a product that you could buy that was like that little tool that I could find anywhere. So excited to find this. We're gonna do, like I said, a little mini like facial at the end of this. But you guys, I just want to show you guys all of these things, some new amazing Chanel things, a lot of their new like fall beauty stuff, and these beautiful like white packaging, which I'm pretty obsessed with. New fragrances, some new skincare. Like I said, just a lot of game changers. Everything is available at Nordstrom. I am so excited to be working with them again today. So this is a collaboration with them. I picked out all these things on my own. These were all things that I got and paid for. But I just am gonna show you things that are just my new must-have amazing things, and you can get them all from there, which is great. So let's get into it. Okay, like I said, let's talk about this foundation. So it is the Vitalumiere Aqua. I don't know why it took me so long to try this. It has SPF 15. It says it's an ultralight skin perfecting sunscreen makeup. I am just usually all about like one foundation, and you know, I find other ones that I like, but if I find something that looks like skin, that looks beautiful, it's like that's what I stick to. I'm in the shade Beige Rose. It's a good consistency. It's not super goopy. It's not super watery thin. But like I said, today, that's all I wore. I'm not wearing any eyeliner. I'm just wearing mascara. Just kind of did like a really fresh look today. And I think that's really good for fall, right? Just glowy skin, not trying too hard. I just love it. So anyways, very fresh, but I use it with my beauty blender. And something about this, I'm like, okay, I have been wearing this makeup all day. Like, I don't have any powder on over it because I don't like to put powder over my foundations. So it sets well, it's beautiful. But it is like, smells really fresh, delicious, but it is so glowy and beautiful. And I just fell absolutely, completely in love with it. Covers beautifully, but it feels very thin. Really into that. I've got a new concealer that I'm gonna show you guys as well, which I didn't really use much of today, so I need to kind of go back because I've got a few of things I need to cover up. But anyways, I literally just piled that on top of what I was wearing before, which may not have been the best thing to do, but it still looks good. It's just such a cool, non-cakey, I guess is my point, foundation. I just did not have the heart to remove it from before because it was just so pretty. Now this is also new, and something else that I used as well. I prepped my skin with this. It's the La Mer, the Hydrating Illuminator. And when I saw this, I was really interested, and I was like, I have got to try this. So it looks like a little pearlescent cream, and you can definitely take it, you know, and just kind of put it where you'd want it. But what I did today, before I did my makeup, is I just rubbed it on like a lotion. It is very hydrating, but I wore it like this the other day and I really liked it too. So it kind of worked perfectly for this, but you can kind of just put it on the like high points, and it's not gonna look like a whoa, like, you know, like an Instagram highlighter that you've painted on, but it's gonna give you that beautiful, just effortless glow that does not look powdery. And I just really love that. So makes your skin feel comfortable. That's kind of what I'm all about, is I don't want anything that's like super heavy, super, you know, in your face. The Charlotte Tilbury Magic Away Concealer. I love concealers that have these little, you know, like poofies on the end. This one is really great. And today I just put a tiny bit under my eyes, but this is also a good shade for concealing any little discolorations that you have, and it really does cover well. But what I love is that it is perfect for your under eye area because it's not drying and it doesn't crease. And it says it almost has like an elastic, like stretch way about it where it doesn't crease up. It goes onto your skin, and I find that it really does hold up well. It doesn't settle in your lines, and I love that you can actually like see how much you've used of it. I kind of flip it over to where I put that Lumiere and kind of like use that to kind of blend it out. It's so pretty. Let's get into some of this Chanel. I found probably the best Chanel fragrance ever. Oh my gosh, y'all, it's so amazing. The Chanel Paris Riviera. You've got to try this. They have a few others. The Biarritz, I think they're like different, you know, they're called different things, but they're in these same kind of bottles. It's so beautiful and so classic. I just absolutely like love the look of the bottle and everything, but the scent is amazing. It has that very, I don't want to say typical Chanel scent, which a lot of people can find to be a little heavy. It has a little bit of that, but it's also very like floral and a little more feminine and has like a younger feel, but still smells very luxurious. I hate to say smells very expensive or but it just smells like so nice and just sexy and romantic, and I love it. So this just tops them all. Like, this is my new fave. So if you have not tried any of these new Chanel scents, you must. But trust me, the Paris Riviera is so good. Oh, I just love it so much. It's just so luxurious and pretty. I have one more fragrance to show you too, but let me move into some of this other Chanel fall stuff. So you guys, this is what is currently on my toe. I love just very basic color nail polishes. I like black. The Chanel black is just my all-time favorite black. This is the Chanel Pure White. And I love how they did the bottle just solid, like just completely like blanked out the bottle. It's just solid white. So I like that it doesn't have the black typical Chanel cap on it, but such a good white with a few coats. It's very solid and beautiful. And I just really always have loved Chanel nail polishes. These fall collection items are kind of in this whole like black and white kind of vibe as well. And I knew I had to have this. This is something very up my alley. It is the Ombre Premier Top Coat Eyeshadow Veil in the color Carte Blanche. And again, it's in the solid white packaging. Wait till you guys see this lip gloss. Oh my gosh, the lip gloss that goes with all this is so pretty too. What I love about this is that it's just the most beautiful like white shimmer, that it looks almost like a liquid, like just a beautiful liquidy sheen, but it's a powder. It comes in another color as well that's a little taupey, and the idea is that this will transform any eyeshadow, like if you're wearing a matte shade, if you're wearing, you know, a shade that's a little bit of shimmer, whatever, you can put this on and it kind of just transforms it. But what I love, because I like a more natural look, I put a little on my finger, or you could use the little puff it comes with. Little, you know, or a brush, whatever. And I just pat it on my lids. It gives me just kind of like the perfect light wash of sparkle without looking like you're wearing like a white frost or anything like that. You know how like sometimes you see that look where people use like a gel or like a shiny, you know, product to give their eyes like a pretty sheen. That's always like pretty big in fall, and it's kind of like a very like editorial look. That does not work with me because it creases, it's too much. So you can really build it up, so you can go very subtle on the days like today when I'm like not wearing anything, or you can build it up and it's just like light little sparkly diamond. I love this. I think it's just so pretty and very like modern looking, I feel. Another item that I picked up was the lip gloss, which I really love this packaging. I love obviously, like I love the regular Chanel black packaging, but I kind of think this is really fun. And this I thought was the prettiest lip gloss I'd ever seen, and it is in crystal clear. And it's just the most perfect clear gloss that's got just diamond, really fine sparkles all over it. That's what I'm wearing today. It just looks like I have just like such a shiny, pretty gloss, and that's what I'm into. I love clear glosses. This one a little closer up so you can see. I hope you can see all those pretty sparkles, but I just fell in love with it. It's one of those that you could definitely layer on top of other things and it would be gorgeous, but it's just for me one that I would just keep in my purse and apply all the time because I just love a good clear gloss, and I love a lip gloss that has a shimmer to it, but done right, you know? So it's just the most beautiful sparkle. And I feel like a look like this is just so easy. Like you saw, I just kept it very basic, but it's just fresh and luminous, and I love that. So when I was at the Chanel counter a while back, I saw this, I recognized it, you know, because it went with my Hydra Beauty eye gel that I really like. This is a very good one to use before makeup because your makeup really applies well over it and it just plumps the eye area. It's not greasy. It's just a really good eye product. This is like the face version of that. Such a beautiful, first of all, it smells amazing, but right after I wash my face, before I do anything, I apply this, and it's almost like watery, like gel. Think of this as maybe like your toner. It smells really good and fresh. It's not greasy. Like I said, I'm very breakout prone. I am super careful when it comes to adding anything into my skincare regimen, but I put some on and I just dab it all right here, and I feel like it plumps everything up, and I just press it into my skin. And even like on my hands right there, I don't want to put it on over my makeup right now, obviously, but it just feels clean. And I do notice that my skin looks more hydrated. Like I said, it's a little plumping, and then you can put anything over it that you want. Treatment, moisturizer, whatever. But I really love it, the micro liquid essence. So really into that. I go ahead and take my makeup off so that I can use this Derma pore and show you guys what this is all about. So let's do our little facial. I just cannot believe that I found a product like this. I kind of gave up searching because I thought, well, maybe it's just like a professional thing that they do. And I think I did find one, but it was like a professional thing that you had to buy. So I'm really glad that they make this. So let me get my foundation off, let me wipe off my face, and we are going to use that. So let's get ready. Okay, so my skin is clean. I don't have any breakouts going on right now. This is just like, you know, little spots left over, like, you know, from old stuff a while back. I struggle with, and what I've always told you, are just little, you know, like clogged pores, and like right here where my skin gets oily, and then that creates breakouts. And if I use the right products, I can keep it under control. But I've always said that I really need to use a physical exfoliator. And I try to use that every night, but you know, sometimes I do skip that because it can get harsh to do that all the time. But you do have to be gentle, you know, as you're scrubbing or whatever, but that's what I've always felt kind of gets that top layer and like breaks those clogged pores so that your serums, your treatment, whatever you're using to keep yourself from breaking out will actually get into there. So this is the Derma pore. It has two different things that it does. So it uses sonic vibrations, and it uses this little like kind of scraper to extract. I'm not gonna turn it on yet, but I will in a minute. And you just kind of run it over the areas. And I remember when I got that facial, it honestly felt kind of good. And I remember she went right here, you know, like where you can get, your skin can get rough right there. She did it right there, right above my eyebrows. I remember she got some, and you can see it build up. So, you know, you can do it here. You know, right here was a really big one, you know, like right there in your nose. Do you know what I'm talking about? Like where it gets kind of yucky right there, and then all right here. So after you do that, you can then flip it over. So the extracting, it actually says extract like that. I want it to look like that on the part that kind of goes down. You pull your face a little tight, and then you do it wherever you're gonna do it. That step, it says, should be used with water only. So you don't want to do it over dry skin. You want to, you know, prep your skin a little bit. Then there's also a little, like these two little squiggly lines that say infuse. To use it on the extract side, you press this button once, and it kind of feels like just little pulses, and that is going to be the extracting side. And then when you press it again, you can kind of hear it. That is what's going to be the little infuse. And it kind of like, almost, and it's blue, so you kind of know like there's a little blue light when it's doing that, and then there's a little white light when it's doing the other. And it's funny because it definitely feels a little prickly, like you can feel it. It's just very odd. So it is a really cool thing. It does really work. What I do it right after I wash my face. I think for my facial, I had the hot towels on my face, like just like kind of like a steam type of thing. So my face was still steamy is when she did this. So let me show you. Turn it on. And then you can kind of like go in like right here on this area, and like I can already, it's so weird. Like I feel like I can see stuff coming down off of my face. And it feels a little sharp. You can see stuff kind of coming off. It's a really cool feel. You want to be really careful, you know, so you don't like hurt your nose. But this is kind of like where I remember you kind of like went to town. Just kind of like wipe it off as you go. You kind of like do it up, you know? You can kind of like do it up your nose like this. And then after this, when you put your, this is just like breaking all of that junk that you have, breaking those clogged pores down. And you'll see, like, ew, like I can see some right now on the thing. You'll see some of it come off, but really what it's doing is, like I said, this is the most attractive you've ever seen me right here. Oh Lordy. It does make your skin feel really smooth. This is a good area too, where sometimes you can get like, you know how your skin can look a little like, kind of like dry right there, kind of like looks just like, ooh, feels, it sounds so weird. Because it's really not just like little vibraties, it's literally like sonic pulse. It's just very strange. So then, you get the drift. But like this right here, if I then had like a serum, you can kind of, whew, and it kind of like pats it in. But I don't have a serum on my face right now. But anyways, your serum dry, put on your moisturizer. And what I would do with this, you want to wash it, you know, you want to keep it clean. I would probably use like some of my little alcohol, like some little face pads with alcohol, something with alcohol in it, and just give it a wipe. I think that would be really good. But I can't tell you how excited I am. My face is like all red right now because I just like rubbed it. I can't tell you how excited I am to find this, because like I said, this was something that just I was really impressed with that time when I had that facial. Really essential to use in areas of clogged pores. I'm using my my Moisture Surge, my big one that I got during the anniversary sale. Love those. This is my favorite nighttime moisturizer because like I don't put too much on my skin. This is just kind of like a real nice gel, but it really is like majorly moisturizing. I'm very excited about these things. Very excited about this. Like I said, I have always thought about that facial, but it's kind of cool because this was the most, I think, unique thing during that facial, and I feel like it's what really kind of like made it special. Love that. Mine is the light pink color, almost white, like really light pink. So they do come in a few different colors. Let me know if you guys try the Derma Pore. Let me know what you think. And yeah, you guys, thanks so much for watching. Love y'all so much. I will link to every single thing that I talked about in the video, including what I'm wearing. I took my earrings off, but I'll link to everything that I was wearing earlier, including those. And I hope that you guys have a wonderful week. I will see you again this Friday, and I will talk to you guys then. Bye, y'all.